These are the red Paisley playing cards, and the front of the tuck box has red and gold metallic ink on it, has tons of embossing, and is absolutely gorgeous. Both long edges say Paisley playing cards. The back of the tuck box is Paisley Royals. The bottom of the tuck box has Dutch Card House Company ad copy, and the top is just a continuation of some more artwork. That leads into the large inner tuck flap with more gold foil saying playing cards, and the entire inside of the tuck box has been done with more gold foil as well. But since that's all I can say for the tuck box, let's take a look at the cards inside. I think this back design could have been really cool, and I am not a fan at all. Again, this is just personal preference, but this yellow is not gold, it is a mustard yellow. And the majority of this back design isn't red, it's burgundy. There is a little bit of red in there, but for a predominantly red tuck box, I was not a fan of this deck. The design by itself is impeccable. The color choice, not my favorite. Your number cards are basically standard, except for the black cards and the red cards have a small yellow outline around each of the pips, indices, and values. You can see that on each one of those. And then if you go onto the red cards, you'll see the same thing, and that's all the way through every single one of the number cards. Your three aces have each been enlarged, which I do appreciate. Your court cards have been customized to where they now only have the black, mustard, gold, red, and burgundy, and a lot of the clothes have actually been reshaped as well to have a different design in the center. The other thing you'll see is that inside of each of the clothes, and sometimes even the hats and such, you'll also have the Paisley design interwoven into the court cards, which I do truly enjoy. Queen of Hearts being probably the most easy to see because it goes down that like scarf looking thing on her clothes, but all the way through, although again I'm not a big fan of the color choice, this is probably my favorite part of the deck, at least when it comes to cohesiveness. Next you get duplicate jokers with two Paisley designs being impaled by a sword, although for consistency in this deck I'm not entirely sure how the sword fits. The first ad card is just two Paisley designs on the lower side of the deck, and I'm not entirely sure why they have this card in here. Doesn't really work for magic or cardistry or anything specifically, and it's not really great for art either. Kind of confused on this one. Your second ad card is a sword going through the Ace of Hearts, and last but not least your Paisley Royals Ace of Spades. When it comes to the Faro shuffle, from bottom to top it Faroed perfectly every other, and from top to bottom definitely Faroed every other as well, although it was much easier from bottom to top. When it comes to the stock and the feel of how this deck is going to handle in your hands, it is a little bit thicker than a normal deck of playing cards, and it is more on the snappy side, which is better for things like Backdrop or ATM, which looks like this in comparison to something like maybe Under Pressure or Lapal Spread. And Under Pressure looks like this, just so you have a little bit of a feel for what moves this deck will be better for, although clearly it's going to work great either way, but honestly it does handle beautifully. And although personally I wasn't the biggest fan of this deck, if you want to pick it up for yourself, you can get it for 10% off in the description below with code CardPerfectMagician. And although that deck might not be for you, one of these 7 decks might. And currently I'm doing a giveaway of these 7 decks because I hit 5,000 subscribers. So if you want to have the chance to win any of these 7 decks, then check out the video right here, or you can check out the deck review playlist right here. I'll catch you guys in the next one. This is CPM, signing off.